Hello and welcome everybody out there watching this after the fact on YouTube. I am back with Ted. We are back for our second game of the Normandy campaign from Combat Commander Normandy, of course. If you have not watched the first one, our usual disclaimer, go back perhaps if you'd want to, just to get the full understanding of how this is going to work. We're going to go through the same process again with the setup, but we're going to do it very quickly because we're adept at this now. So if you want full explanation of what we're doing through each of the steps, you might want to stop it here, go back and watch the first one. If you are just cavalier and say, what the heck, this is on in the background, I don't care, well, thank you for joining us anyway. Ted, how you doing, sir?
Doing well, doing well. Good way to spend a Monday afternoon.
Monday afternoon, where are you?
Monday evening. Monday evening. It's dark here.
It is Monday evening for us. It's always a good evening with Combat Commander. Let's see. So, historically, I didn't even talk about this from the historical perspective other than just the basic overview in the last one of what the scenario represents of July 7th through the 14th, I think, in the Bocage country just outside of, in this case, St. Lo and Martinville. In Game 2, the Americans, spoilers, have succeeded in breaking out of their first Bocage hell, and now we have moved on to what's known as Hill 122. This is just outside of Martinville along the Martinville Ridge. I'm actually pulling up here on for the video a little bit of the information about the Battle of St. Lo. We're still a little early in it, but it is the second day officially, and the Lost Battalion has not gotten stuck in the Bocage country yet. So I'm kind of hoping maybe that can happen here. We're on a much more open map for the Americans. They have a little bit more room to maneuver now. Sight lines are a little better, but the Germans, in this case, I'm down one platoon that I have available to me, whereas at the end of the last one, Ted was very fortunate to have division send Ewing forward to help with some of the losses he took in that first match. So first of all, before we get into it, Ted, what are your opening thoughts on this? Do you have anything? Have you given any consideration about what you experienced from the last one and what that may carry forward for the Americans in this second game?
Yeah, I think the first game it was there were limited numbers of troops available on the board, right? Because we were, both had a couple small platoons. So I think this one's gonna be a little bit bigger because I get to draw from an extra platoon potentially here. And if I do that, then you're gonna get more guys on the board as well. So I think we'll probably end up switching roles a little bit in that with the excess guys, I may end up being the attacker, which means I can approach this a little bit differently. So, and then you look at the open field, it really is. It looks more open, but with those hedgerows everywhere, it's kind of deadly. There could be German machine gun posts set up anywhere in those things. So it'll be an interesting game tonight.
I am indeed very excited to see what the orientation of the map is going to be because that will significantly impact what I may bring onto the board for the Germans this time, depending on if I'm attacker and defender, of course, but also just the orientation of wide versus narrow on this particular map can be quite tricky, I think, quite challenging. So let us get underway then.
Well, clearly, if you've thought through that, you're way ahead of me on that. Then, so this is I haven't got my orders from headquarters yet, and so we're just going to be given a map and told to get out there and get it done. So
That's right, clear that area. We are on map 42. The Americans have moved west to Hill 122. This is at the top of Martinville Ridge. So that is all taken care of. I've got that preset for us. The first thing we're going to do is Ted will draw a card as the allies and determine what our map orientation is going to be. So we'll use the white die only. Go ahead.
I've jammed my machine gun already.
And you get the top of the map. So that worked out pretty good, I guess. I had thoughts about how I was going to defend each of these. We'll see if maybe I can make something of this. So that step is complete. We have done our map configuration. The year and nationality, of course, is already preset. It is 1944, July 8th. And I am the Germans once again. Ted is the Americans. He made the decision at the end of last game, instead of, making himself gooder, he decided to make me uglier. So now I have conscripts. I have German conscripts that have been pulled right out of school and thrown out to the battlefield to try to prevent the Americans from working their way through France. We'll see how badly that's going to impact me this game. Now we move on to the objective stage. And just like we did last week, we're going to have one open, and then we'll each have a secret objective. So since you picked the open one last time, I think I will grab it this time.
All right, let's do that.
Here is our open objective. It is revealed to be that number 2, which is way down here on potentially my side of the map, of course, is 1 VP. So that's all you know. That's a very strategic bocage location down there.
All right.
So everyone, make notes on your map. Go ahead and draw your secret objective, and
Done.
I will take mine. I have my secret objective. The home audience gets to see it. So now our orders of battle. This is going to go significantly faster than last time. Over here on the right side, and Ted, of course, you can open up your staging map. Just to remind the folks at home, the units down at the bottom of the map are what are available to us to grab from. So the way this works is we will grab one or more leaders and draw them out on the map simultaneously, and then we will get their composite platoons to go along with them. The stuff at the top of the staging map is our command platoon. That's what we're going to get as the default every game. And as mentioned, I am now at the conscript level, so my units are a little rougher around the edges. But they do have boxed range, which has some potential, I suppose. All we need to do then is, if you want to think about it momentarily.
These guys on at the bottom here, they aren't. They're not eligible.
Oh, I
correct?
see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was doing it by the card. For some reason, they put the eligible stuff below the divisional reserves. I don't know why, but yes, in my mind's eye, this stuff would make more sense to be here halfway. So perhaps we'll do that for the future. And then everything down here is way off into the rear area. So all we need to do then is select whatever we're going to select, and then on the count of 3, we'll just draw them out onto the map. What do you say?
Okay.
Okay. So 3, 2, 1, draw.
Oh, my guys are up in the upper right-hand corner up there.
All right, so I took Becker, and you took Kraus and Ewing. Ewing is fresh to the field. He's going to try to earn his stripes today, I think. Move those to the top of our little area here. I'm going to move Hummel down a little bit, and then we can... I'm going to pause it here real quick while we draw out whatever the components are for that. We have selected our units. There was one small change, one small correction. Ted discovered that he wanted Coffin, but he accidentally pulled the wrong guy. So now we have to pay for our orders of battle. The American will give me how many points now for all of that?
Well, if my accountant is right, Kraus is going to give you 7 points, and Cawthorn is going to give you a whopping 12 points.
Wow, so
19 points to you.
Fantastic.
Advantage Germans.
And mine is worth 10 points because I took the parachute platoon F with Becker, so that is net 9 on my side. So I will give myself...
So if the game ended right now, you would win.
That's right. So here goes, baby. Let's do this. 4, 4, 1. Okay, so I have 9 victory points. 9 times, Mrs. Bueller. We've got our leaders, of course. Now we do the support roles. We'll jump over to here. Step 7 on the random scenario generator. As per usual, since it is on my side, then I must make a roll. I must! You makes a roll!
You makes a roll! Wow.
So I must purchase, but not a radio, of course. That's later. So I have, of course, what did I not put next to the computer? My support card. So let me grab my support card here. By the way, pro tip for all of you at home, grab all your cards and put them into those little sheet holders, sheet protectors, and put them into a binder. And then you too can have them immediately at your disposal. This has been brought to you by Combat Commander Players Affiliated. So here is my roll. What have I got?
Like looking at the chart with the support rolls. It's probably more economical to buy, if you can, buy them up front than it is to buy them off the chart, right? Because, I mean, I was getting a leader, 3 squads, and a machine gun for like 8 points.
Yes.
If you got to buy the equivalent off the chart, it's like 35 points.
And you're not guaranteed to, because it's 1944, things could be tight. So I have the ability for 4 points.
You're paying retail.
I am paying retail. Retail is for suckers. For 4 points, I can get Sergeant Pfeiffer, and more leadership would be a good thing in this one. I could also get a weapon team with a light machine gun. I could get a weapon team with a medium mortar, or I can get a rifle squad, and that's it. So I think I'm going to.
Splurge.
Yes, I'm going to spend. Well, I can buy one or more things.
And the cost is on the sheet itself, right?
It is on the sheet, right?
Yep.
And potentially, I want to keep it on my side so that you don't get a support roll. So I think I'm going to buy Sergeant Pfeiffer.
Pfeiffer.
I will get the weapon team with a light machine gun and a weapon team with a medium mortar. So that would be 8 total points. No, well, let's see.
Now, could you buy multiple of those? Or
I could. I could buy
one?
multiples of, except for the leaders, of course, because they're
Right.
unique in the counter mix. But that doesn't leave me very much for potential defensive
Goodness.
works. But I do have the points that I can spend. So yeah, I'm going to get Pfeiffer. I'm going to get one weapon team with a light machine gun and one weapon team with a medium mortar. And I will spend 8.
Gotcha. So your total comes to
8.
8 points before tax.
Yes. So why don't you take those 8 points?
Will do.
And I'll grab these new units here. All right. So it has not passed over the 0 marker, so Ted will not get a support roll. And bum bum bum. Now I gather up the stuff which I did, and we determine what the posture is. So there is 1 point on my side. So now moving back over to the specific Normandy stuff, we have the choices for the American armor support and various artillery and air superiority. So now the decision point is at Ted. With 1 on my side, would you like to make your armor available for this game?
So here's the interesting thing then. If I don't make the armor available, then if you want your arty, then you're going to become the attacker. If I do pick the armor, yeah, I think I'm gonna take a pass on the armor.
Okay, so still no tanks out there. They're stuck near the beach.
We're an infantry army.
That's true. Yeah, this is if you want vehicles, play fighting formations.
Fighting formation. This message is brought to you by the Fighting Formation Ladder.
German armor support. I do not want the German armor support because it doesn't do anything to you, and I would probably get more bang for my buck by getting the artillery support.
The arty.
So I can spend. I didn't have much luck as the attacker last time, and I do kind of like the idea of spending some of my discretionary points for defense. So I am not going to take the artillery support this time.
All right, so it's infantry versus infantry with no arty.
Yes. So now you have the Allied air superiority is set to ground support side. So we will I will change that here in the notes. And so you do have that capability now, and you could drag that little P-47 out.
Yeah, where's that? Is that under the weapons?
It's under markers, I think.
Markers. There it is.
Ground support.
Now, does this where I make the airplane noise?
All right. So you have air superiority this game. That means, for those of you who did not see the first one, any interdiction.
It means nothing.
Yo, you got it at least once.
No, I think you did. Actually, I think it did break one guy. Then,
That's right. Yeah, if you get an interdiction event, then that becomes air power, and that, of course, breaks all units. You may break all units near random hex. So now, yeah, we just we determine our posture, and as you say, since I did not opt for the artillery, it is 1 on my side, so I am now the defender, and you are the attacker. Hooray! So now I could do my defensive preparations. We'll do 9 first. So I do get the 1 point that I could potentially spend because I have 1 point on my side. I'm going to look at the back. Is there anything that I can get for a
1
single
point?
I could get foxholes, of course.
And then how deep are you going to be on this map? You're going to be...
I'm going to be... it's wide, so I'm going to be up to...
So is it 10 and 2?
8 deep. 8 and 2.
8 and 2, yep. Right.
I'm going to spend 1 on the foxholes. And Those will go up after. And then my discretionary one, I will spend. How many points do I have left? Oh, I have all my full allotment of 7. So I'm going to spend 3 points on wire. Yeah.
With a grand total of 4 spend.
4 spent. Yes. So go ahead and take those 4.
All right. Gonna run out the clock now.
But the wire I can put up first. I must put up first here. So
9 of them. Good
9,
lord.
yeah. So I'm going to put the foxholes here. These will go up after Ted sets up, and then the wire will go up as I set up. All right.
Oh, big sale at
There was. It's two bales
their
for the
Merc
wire.
store.
All via must go. Okie doke. So I am also deducting my 3 points. So I have 4 left for the campaign. Defender sets up. I will be setting up with the wire here. And I can go 8 deep. Right. I'm going to pause it here. I will do my setup, and then we'll come back and let Ted do his setup. I have completed my setup, and I've taken control of the objectives that I'm sitting in, and now Ted is going to do his setup. And then once he's done, I will place my foxholes, and we will be underway. We are back. We've had a couple of interesting little tidbits. At the beginning of Ted's setup, he opted to make the asset request for a radio, and lo! Division sent him their finest 155 millimeter radio. So he has given me 7 victory points. That moves it over to my side. And in addition, I'm about to take, since I am sitting on the open objective of number 2, I will take 1 victory point for that as well. We are otherwise set up. Now it's time for me to place my foxholes. With that looming artillery, this kind of makes it an easy choice. Definitely going to put 1 there with Heinzman. I'm going to put 1 down here in 2. Now, the third one, I think I'm probably going to need to protect. I'm going to protect this mortar. I'll put it there, just so I have a fallback location on that. So I believe that now constitutes everything for our setup for those. Let's see, we've done attacker and defender setup. Now I've done my fortifications, that's RS-12. We do not need to do recon setup. And now it's just housekeeping with the final markers here. Our time is at 0. Our sudden death is going to be the total number of orders that we each have. So I'm consulting what I've got here. I believe I have my 2 for my command platoon and then 1 more for Becker. So I have 3 orders. So I will do that. How many do you have?
2 for Craighead,
Okay.
1 for Kraus, and 1 for Cawthorn.
Okay, so you've got 4.
4.
All right, so that means that our sudden death will now be 7. So 0 to 7 is the game. Surrender, mine's pretty easy to figure out. It's not much. So I think I'm 3 for base, plus Becker's 3, so I'm at a surrender level of 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look at you go.
Zoom.
We don't have any mines to do. We have a fresh coffee cup here for our smoke and blaze. You are, of course, going to get the initiative, so I will pass that to you, because you are dominating this battlefield thus far. And now we will draw up and have our H hour. So here, grabbing my 4 cards as the defender. I have them.
All right.
Well, as always, good luck, sir.
Good luck for the Americans.
But not too much luck.
No, really. Too much would be just fine.
That would be just
great.
fine. Yeah. All right, off you go.
So, for our first thing we're going to do is we will play a fire card. And we will activate everybody that Cawthorn can see. So for the first fire, we will use the mortar here and drop it in on Heinzman there. So we got to do a targeting roll, right?
Mm-hmm.
Makes it 15.
Okay. And because of foxholes, we get a an extra +1. So we get 4 cover, 5 with Heinzelman. So we're looking at 13 and 12. So here's the 13. He's good. And 12. He's good.
You got a mortar dude in there too, right?
Oh, and the mortar dude, yes. Thank you. He only gets this. So he is an 11. He's good with a sniper. Sniper does nothing yet.
Okay, now we will fire the medium machine gun into that hex, and it will be a 6, 7, 8 with Cawthorn, 9, 10 with the line, and elite units going in. So it's +10, 14. Wow.
Okay.
So much for all the luck going this way.
All right, so we're 12 and 9 and 11. So
I
just
think it's the
that,
same exact
yeah.
rules.
Well, it's different now because of it's not artillery.
Right. I mean, but I'm also one lower than.
Oh, I see. Yes.
Yeah.
So 12, 9, 11. So here's the 12. Got our first event. Fog of War. All right. I have. Let's do yours first. Let's take your number 6 card
Number 6
over
card.
the
Okay,
attacker.
there's a fire card there.
Okay.
Why don't you go with your number 1?
Okay. Gosh, you made me discard a command confusion.
Damn it.
Uh,
Okay.
so that was the first one. He's okay.
Yep.
And the second one is a 9. He's okay. And then 11. He's okay.
Okay. And there's nobody else that can really see that. Well, actually, this other mortar can here. So we'll put smoke in there. Makes it. Oh, there's the 10. And the smoke will go boom, right there. And that's that order. Next order, we'll play a move order. And we will move all of these guys. First thing we'll do is we'll move the machine gun to there. Okay. 1.
Mm-hmm.
1, but I picked up 1.
Right.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
1, no. 2, 3,
It's
4.
4. 2 through 4, yep.
5.
Okay.
6.
All right.
Bad guys coming. And this other line unit that is sitting out in the open, which is not a great place to be, is going to move to there. That's the second order. And I think we will say we are done.
I'm going to discard 2 and draw back up. And it's to you.
We will play a fire card. Oh, let me get rid of all these crazy markers. We'll put it on the main dude again. He'll fire with the mortar into the same hex as last time.
Okay. Now you get the hindrance.
Nope, not going to make it. So then we'll fire the machine gun into it, which probably won't matter, but 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 into here, down 3 because of the hindrance, so it's +7. Sniper says,
Oh.
break somebody.
Okay.
And so that was an 8 + 7 is a 15. Seems to be the number of the day.
So once again, 9, 12, we're 12, 9, 11. I will have that committed to memory here at some point. 12, 9, 11. So 12 plus. Good with this event. No, we're not doing that with conscripts. No, we're not.
We're not.
I'll pass. All right, here's the 9. He's good, and 11. Sniper activity today. Oh yes. Oh yes. Let us break engineers. There we go. Right, exactly the same. Okay, so those are the 3.
Then we will take the mortar shot and put it into smoke there again. The other mortar. This guy.
Gotcha.
Put it into there. So targeting roll says 10, which should be good enough with an event. The event is interrogation. Look at your opponent's hand. You may select one card there and place in the discard pile.
What would you like?
Well, let me take a look and see what you got there. Recover, move. Oh yeah, let's you can keep those recovers or those moves. You can move all you want.
Sure.
Let's get rid of that recover.
Okay. Discarded. And boo! Alright, so...
And then the smoke goes in. Well, smoke doesn't really. Do I have to? Should I put it in there too, or does it matter?
No, you just get... It's not better, so you
That's
just
gonna
get
be
rid
one.
of it. Yeah.
So I just dissipate it.
Uh-huh.
Beep, gone. Okay, so that was that fire order. That's done. Let us play a route card. We'll try and route that conscript.
Not my beautiful conscripts.
And we say, go away, get off this field. No, we don't. He stands tall. Third order. We'll play a recover order. We'll try and recover that engineer. Got those backwards. We will play a move order. And we will order just this line unit to move. And he'll come down to there. Okay, so that's that. And we're back to you.
Herr Colonel, somebody talked. So we're going to discard our entire hand, since you know what we have.
Exactly.
And draw back up. It's you.
Play a fire order. Hit you with the RD again, or hit the exact same thing as last time. So same guys are activated. Oh, well, we'll just turn them off and turn them back on just to. So the RD, the mortar coming in first into Heinzelman Hex. Targeting roll. Makes it. Sniper says.
Ouch, ouch indeed.
Get the other conscript. Or get the weapons team this time.
Okay.
Well, snipers are pretty accurate. We're 3 for 3 so far.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that was a
Targeting?
good targeting roll. And now the bombardment says, ooh, that's better, 20.
Wow. Okay.
You have those 2 concealment cards that you had.
Correction, sir. Correction, sir. I had. So we're 13. So trying to beat a 20. This is going to be ugly. Here's 13. Hey, they're suppressed. Let's see what the event is. Yes! Our first battle harden. That will be...
A ton of those last game?
Herr Heinzmann is now a veteran. So that's going to make him a 13 as well. The scout is a 10 plus. He's going to break.
Battle harden.
Maybe. Let's see. Oh, secret objective. Secret. All right.
Doubling up on the objectives.
And then finally, Herr Heinzmann is a 13 plus. Oh, oh no. No, no.
No, 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 no.
All right.
Now I'm wishing I had to put all that smoke there. Now the guns will fire. The medium machine gun's going to be a 6 up to an 8, up to a 9, up to a 10, down to a 7 because of the hindrance. Up to a 14 with an event. The event says deploy. You may remove an American squad from the map if you do replace it with 2 matching teams. Yeah, I think we want to do that. Deploy down to 2 teams. Okay, so you're going you're rolling against a 14.
So 10, 9, 13. Here's 10. More events.
Wow, J for scrapers. Oh, that's nice.
So let's kill your engineer with a satchel charge.
Mm.
Thankfully, he's broken.
Well, the funny thing is I'm carrying a recover card too, so that would have been nice to...
All right. So 2 victory points. Hooray! Now it's time for the scout 9 plus. He's good. And then leader is 15. Is that good for him? You got a 14?
14. Yep. Oh, that was unfortunate. All right, so we'll play a move order. And we'll activate this line unit here. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so that's that. And then we will say we are done for the turn. Okay, you're up.
All right, let's do. I hate doing this, but I gotta inflict something on you here. So
Okay,
we're gonna activate.
Mr. Fallschirmjäger.
Yes, one single Fallschirmjäger here. We'll shoot. He's a 4 shooting here
Yep.
with a net of 1.
He's
1.
a 4, down 3 because of hindrance. Yep.
Yep. So here's a 1 plus. It's 7. So
that should be 3 rolls, I would reckon, because a bunch. So bottom guy, middle guy, top guy. We're good.
All right. Next order. Draw back up, and it is to you.
Well, let's see if we can't do some damage then. Let's see what this gun I paid so dearly for can do. Do the artillery request. We'll activate a little spotter guy over here. I had trouble getting this thing out. It better work. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hexes in. Allied roll says.
Major miss.
Okay, so it's direction, then, well, we don't want a 1 for the first die, right? Direction's first die?
Yes. 5 and
5,
5.
5.
All right.
Oh, it's heading down toward the other guy.
One, two,
Wow, that
3,
was a
4,
hell of a miss.
5. Yeah, but you still got Pfeiffer.
Boom.
All right.
Viper's like, what did I do?
We're just sitting here polishing the machine gun.
All right, so this is a big 12 coming in on him. I'll make it a 20.
All right. We're in the building, so we're 12 and 11. 12 plus. They're suppressed.
Another sniper.
With another sniper. It doesn't help. And then he's 11. He's going to break. Catbird seat tonight, sir. Axis straw. Private Herzog. Containing a broken German unit. Well.
No, we have no shortage of those.
So, yeah, we're going to put him over here. We'll put him right there. So now we've got 3 leaders in 1 hex. Because that's smart.
God, it's a hell of a stack you got in there. Trouble is, if they ever recover, they're going to be nasty. Every time I get greedy in this game, I end up really paying the price for it. All right, we're going to play a move card, but we are just going to do something innocuous. We'll move one of these line units up here. So he'll go 1 to the mortar, 2 to the scout, 3 to there.
Okay.
Be done. All right, you're up.
I'm going to play a route on myself because...
Gotta get rid of it.
Yep, there are only bad choices. All right, we'll start over here with Pfeiffer. He is a 12 in the building.
He's good.
Get an event.
Man.
Uh-oh. Luckily...
German squads, not... I think everybody's in... Oh, no, the 2 guys with the mortars.
Because why would I want to have anybody not
be suppressed or not be broken?
All right, Pfeiffer's good. Let's do the scout. He is a 9 in there. And come on. He's okay. Sergeant Heinzman is 12. He's good. The weapon team down here is a 9. They're good. And the very shaky conscripts, they're suppressed as well. All right.
Well, yeah. But at least they didn't run. I mean,
that's true. They went to ground.
Good chance they were going.
All right. Next order. I'm going to draw back up, and it's you.
Well, let's just keep this losing struggle. We'll play a fire card, and we'll activate the mob again. And the first thing is the mortar's going in. Same as always. We're all pounding that thing. So the mortar's going in first. Hits. I needed a 6 or better. He's an 8, so he's good. 9 plus. Oh, and let's play. Let's see if we can't break a mortar.
Yes, doubles, please.
It was sustained fire.
No. Okay.
5. Okay. So that's a 14, 15, 16, I believe.
16. All right. So 13 for the squad. And the scout is still 10. And Heinzman is 14. And then Herzog himself is a 10. All right. So 13, 10, 14, 10. Here's the 13. They're good. Here's the 10. Not good. No,
Mr. Scout buys the farm.
Scout.
Yes.
All right, so he's worth a point.
Well, he's worth more than that because he's the most valuable guy.
Well, that's true.
Right
Yeah, that is true. For you, he is. Yeah. That's Stinkola. It stinks on ice. All right, Heinzman is his 14. He's okay, right? 16. Yeah. So here's our sniper. Sniper does not help. And Herzog is a 10. He's good. Dang.
All right, we got to do something different here because that's not working for us anymore. Next order, we're going to play a move order, and we're going to activate Lieutenant Craighead again here, and he is going to go. He and his little stack of dudes here are going to go 1, 2, 3.
Okay. We'll fire there. So it will be that stack, and it's going to be the Fallschirmjägers at 4, 5, 6 with Herzog. And we'll throw in Crossfire to make it.
I made the same mistake I did last time I played you. I was checking line of sight to here, not to there.
Yep. So 8 plus.
Yep.
It's 14.
14, and I am 9, 10, 11. So, and we're going against, what did we say, 14?
Yep.
So the 9 first with a time event. We'll take it.
Okay.
So the smoke, we should just do the time event.
I'll let you do the
Let's
steps.
reshuffle deck. Do the steps.
Do the steps.
All right, we're to the draw pile.
All right.
Check for sudden death. No, you get a VP. Congratulations.
Fantastic.
Move a smoke marker. Dissipated. Don't need that anymore. Mr. Mortar Boy's gone. And dig-in cards may be played.
I will play a dig-in.
Oh, dig in, my friend.
Digging in. These conscripts know how to dig.
Dig.
That's right. All right, so where's foxholes? There you are. Put one down there with them because they're brittle. And that's all I've got.
We got a dig-in card. And I should play it with where you're firing, but I got more important hex I got to defend, I guess. But this hex is more important than that hex. Yeah, so this is the second guy, and we're rolling against a 10 and 11. So the 10er is next. It's good. The 11er is good with an event. Event says KIA, eliminate 1 broken unit. Well, okay. Well, that's a tricky one.
Mm-hmm.
Got all kinds of guys we can choose from here. Pfeiffer or the more immediate guy here in the middle. Let's get rid of Heinzelman.
Yeah, my command leader. Of course. He got promoted, but he doesn't know how to. So he's a 1, so you get 2 points.
2 points. That was very timely. Good event. Seems like everybody on the field for you is broken at this point. I'm sure you're like, where the hell are my DM recover cards?
That has crossed my mind.
I'm just going to point that out in case you hadn't really thought of, Patrick, you can play recover card if you want. All right, I think that was the move, and that was your shot, and those were the three
Yes. Yeah.
defense rolls.
So that
So
was
that order
for there.
is that my move order is now complete, and I am done for the turn. Back over to you, sir.
Well, I just used a bunch of stuff there, so I am going to draw back up, and I will send it to you, sir.
You know, I always hate to do this because you're holding that card. I just know you are. What do I get to discard? I can discard like a bunch, right?
Up to 5, yeah.
Um, we will play a move card. So we are going to activate our friends here, and we will take Craighead first, and he will go 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
He'll stay there, and this guy will go to there.
All right.
This guy will go 1, 2, 3, 4. And we will say that that's done. And then we will play, and then we'll advance our scout 1 hex there.
Now you're mocking me.
And it's back over to you. Ah,
Sometimes nothing is a pretty cool hand. Let us do a recover. Hooray!
yay.
So we will get rid of 1 suppression. 2 suppression. 3 suppression.
Don't. Ah, Sesame Street. Oh, 1 suppression.
Ah.
2 suppression.
All right, we'll start over here with Pfeiffer, who is a 12. That was a damn good roll.
He's like, I wasn't hiding under the desk from that artillery fire. What are you talking
I
about?
have spilled my coffee. I should have used that on the conscripts, but that's okay. We'll go to these weapon team in the open. They're a 9. They fail. And then conscripts are an 8, and they fail. So hits keep coming. That's cool.
It keeps
That's cool.
coming. The Pfeiffer's back in the game.
That's right. I'm going to draw back up and send it to you, sir.
We will play a move card. And we will move Craighead and company down here. And he will, first Craighead will move to there. And that's all he's doing.
All right.
And then his buddy will back him up. Let's go, boys. We got to get in there. He'll go to there. So that was very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
And then we will see if we can't get rid of that stupid conscript. We'll play a route order.
I say boo.
So we got a weapons team, and then we got a conscript. So the weapons team is a 9. He's now suppressed.
Of course.
And the foxhole dude, he's
An 8.
He's an 8. He goes back a couple with a sniper.
Let's see where that is.
Sniper says,
Right, so we're going to put him 1 and 2.
now, if I'd been smart, I would have waited to do my move order and maybe use those foxholes that you just gave me. That would have been nice. 4. And I will drop. Well, I'll tell you what, I wish I was on a track meet because I'm getting enough move cards to.
I know, right? It's just not getting any better, is it? Well, yeah, it's all a matter of perspective. This is true. All right, so let's get rid of the suppression over here, and we'll start with the conscripts. They are a 5, and they rally.
Woo.
I am stunned by this fortune. All right, and the weapon team is 9. And they suppress again because this is fine. Okay, so
You can take your suppression off your mortars. Not that it really matters at this point, but
oh, that's true. Absolutely, thank you. I missed that. So those are covered, and I will do a move order, and we'll get these conscripts here, and they're going to do 1 to there. Don't know that
Yeah,
he
okay.
got a shot, and then into the foxholes again. And next order, that is all back to you. Draw back up.
We'll play a fire order. We'll activate our new guys swing into the east there, because there's a broken guy down there. We will fire the machine gun first, and the 2 units that are in that, so that's going to be a 6-8. And we're going after the weapons team, of course. That's an 8, and I'll sustain that fire. So that's a 10. Ooh, that's a nice roll.
Okay. Yep. So we are an 8 there. This is not looking too good for this weapon team.
Nope.
All right, 8 plus. Nope, they are gone. Okay,
Tried.
so take a point.
Casualties are mounting there.
Halfway.
All right, so then Craig's head team will fire at the conscript that just moved into those foxholes.
All right then.
So that's going to be an 8 on him. Let me just double check that. 6 for the line, 7 for Craighead, 8 for the elite. 8 and 6 is big 14.
Okay.
But that's going to be enough because these are just conscripts. There's a reason why we sent them in. We took the conscripts last turn, and here's where it pays off.
Here's what they've learned: concealment.
No,
That's what's all it
here's it
is.
doesn't pay off. It does not pay off here.
So they are down to an 11. So they're in a 9. Hopefully not getting snake eyes. They're good.
Next order. All right, we are going to play a move order, and we're going to put it on our scout.
Still hurts.
Yeah, he's just going to run around. He's just every time I move him, just because I can, right? So it's a. So he's going to go 1.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, and be done with his little move.
Right.
Is that right? Yeah, that's where he needs to be. Yeah, that's a good spot for him. Next order, and we will send it over to you.
All right. Well, I've got a handful of junk, so I'm getting rid of it, and I'm drawing back
Getting
up.
rid of it.
Back to you.
All right, we're gonna go back to play the fire order, and we'll activate the guy up north again, and he's gonna go into Herzog's hex. Although these are tough, I really just gotta uproot them with. We're gonna hit here. So the first thing is the mortar's going in first. So targeting on the mortar is a 6, 1, 2, 3. Made it because the smoke dissipated. It's a 9. We will sustain that fire. So now it's an 11. With a 19, but I think I just broke my mortar.
You did, sir.
Boo! And we got ourselves a sniper, though. Well, that's convenient.
Come on!
Um,
Come on! Just give me one little break, Combat Commander. Just one!
um, let's. I rolled a 19. Let's break Herzog.
Okay. So we're a 12.
You got the break. You broke the mortar.
Yes,
That was my
that
last.
is
That
true.
was my last shell I used to get him.
Right. 12 and 11. So here's the 12 for the squad. They're good. 11 for Herzog. He's good. Oh, he's suppressed.
All right, now we'll hit him with the machine gun. The elite team, Cawthorn. So the machine gun's gonna be 6. Cawthorn makes it an 8. Line is a 9. Elite is a 10.
You want to sustain it?
10. I do not. So 10 plus 7 is 17 with an event. Now we need an interdiction. Shell shock. Break the unit closest to a random hex. Oh, that's not good.
Oh,
Well, that's terrible.
Thank God. Kraus.
So he breaks.
All right. So we got a 17, and we are just 11 and 10.
Yep.
All right. 11
Let's get rid of one of those
plus.
guys.
He breaks.
This is the one we want, though.
That's my last card. 10 plus. Oh, thank God.
Ah,
All right.
boo.
Let's
Actually,
do.
should make you re-roll that, but no, that's not worth it.
Okay. You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Not on that. It's not.
Okay. Then I will do a time advance. I will reset my deck to draw pile. There is no smoke. I will take a VP. And any dig ins?
Negative.
Okay. Neither do I.
Okay.
So they both pass.
And I could fire that mortar at something, but he can't really see anything where he's at. This is an interesting hex that they put here. I don't know whether they designed it by design or whatever. The trouble is, it's hard to be seen. It can't see a lot, but it's also can't be seen easily either.
Well, somebody posted on our last video in the comments section they appreciated my how not to be seen reference. So once again,
Okay, so you've done a good job here.
for
You
all
can't be
our money,
seen.
yes, all our Monty Python fans out there.
Well, because this hex is a nice hex for firing in on it, but he can't really, even with a 2 leader in there, there's not many places he can partner
Right,
with somebody to
right,
also fire without going there.
yeah.
Let's do I did this in the wrong order last time. Let's do a recover. We'll try and recover our guy up in the corner up there that just broke. He
No,
does
he
not.
gets
He just suppresses.
worse.
We're done with that order because I don't have anybody else to recover. And then we'll play a route. And we'll route you into your foxholes there. So you're an 11 and a 10.
Mm-hmm.
So the 11, the Fallschirmjäger, doesn't go. We get an event. Hero? What?
Here comes Lucas.
Not right play. Play American Hero on a friendly hex. Let's see, where's a good place to put this dude?
Well, you do have a broken unit.
I do. Does the suppression come off when he rallies?
No, he stays suppressed.
Can he operate a radio when he's suppressed?
No.
Are you sure? You're just guessing.
Oh, I'm quite certain. Radios are my life. Yeah, one
Oh,
unbroken, unsuppressed leaders can activate.
and that was an attempt to
That was
route your Fallschirmjäger, correct?
right. Correct.
Okay.
Now Herzog.
Yep. Herzog. Herzog says, give me an event. Battlefield integrity. Gain 1 victory point for each of your opponent's eliminated units.
Boo!
Oh, well, that's a good one.
That's 3 points.
Okay. Get those. Creeping up. And that was that order. And you know what? You haven't played for a while. I'll give you a turn.
Hey, thanks, man.
No problem.
I had plans until these guys,
Broke.
of course. You know the people out there. You know the script. You've read this screenplay before. You know
You're
how it
right.
works.
That's why they call it combat chaos.
Let's do a fire order.
Uh-oh.
Yep,
Sending it back.
we're gonna give something back to you here. We're gonna activate and shoot into Craig's head here. I'll do Lieutenant Becker and the Fallschirmjägers first.
Okay.
They are going
Sixer.
to be 5/6. I will throw in marksmanship.
Oh,
Make
I
it
get
8. So 8 plus. 8 is 16.
Plus 8 is 16.
And before I draw sniper, would you like to reroll?
No.
Okay. Sniper in. Not helpful. Okay. So 16.
So let's see. That fixes my mortar, though.
Boo!
Thanks for that. You know what? My guys were kind of like, we're not really fixing that. There's a sniper. Somebody fix that mortar.
Keep your head down and turn that
Get on
wrench.
that. All right. So you hit me with a 16. And I am going to be a 8, 9, 10, 11. 9, 10, 11. We did that before.
Yes, we did.
9, 10, 11. Okie dokie. So the 9 coming in first. 9 is 16. So he's
Suppressed.
suppressed with an event. The event says rubble. Place in a random hex. The random hex says
Okay.
rubble.
Uh,
Markers for rubble.
yep. I have to say, I kind of like that spot. Not that
Well, I
anybody's
kind of.
racing down that side of the map. Yes.
Rubble. Found it. Barney Rubble.
Yes, Rubble, comma Barney.
All right.
We're dating ourselves a little bit here, perhaps.
Yabba dabba do. All right. So he's suppressed, right?
Yes.
All right.
Barney, my pebbles.
He is now suppressed. And the next guy up says he's good, but we'll take an event. Battle hardened. One American unit becomes veteran. Well, since he's my personal hero, Craig's head is going to become. All right, maybe it's a premonition.
Maybe.
Okay, so he was good. Then we'll take Craig's head, and he's good with another event. Good lord. Hero. We've already got the hero. Yeah, we don't need no stinking hero. All
Okay.
right, so we're good there.
Now we'll shoot the conscripts separately, and they will shoot into that same spot with a 5.
5. Yep.
5 plus 4 is 9, so probably just
Well, I
pulling
think
3.
that's just going to be it'll be flips. So bottom, middle, top. Just to double check, he's at 10, 12. Yeah, he made it.
Okay, and light machine gun is just a 4 plus 13.
13.
You're right.
8. He's good. Good. Good.
All right, and that it completes that order.
Done.
I will draw back up and send it to you, sir.
Let's well, that's a tricky thing. I guess we got to focus our fire here. So we are going to put the artillery request down. We'll activate Lucas for that. Artillery request for a bombardment. And he's going to put it right on top of that hex there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 12. It's going to hit. I guess we'll. What's my deck looking like? Well, it's not worth a reroll at this point. So we'll take the time event. Reshuffle the deck.
We'll take a VP.
So it hit.
Any dig-ins?
Oh, yep. Nope, 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 nope.
Okay, no dig-ins here.
All right, now for the targeting.
Minor, yep. So up and over. Thank you.
Boo! Boo!
There. Hooray!
Hooray!
Lucas, you're
I
many
paid
things,
7
but
points for that gun.
you are not a master of trigonometry.
All right, so that just goes off, right? That's fine.
There you go.
We will play a fire order on. Shocking here. All those kept. Mortars going first. So it's actually a 4 to target because we got the grain.
That's right.
It's suddenly spread up mid-battle. He made it. Sniper says, ooh, close. So we got a 9 coming in on those dudes in that hex. 9 plus 7 is 16. And the event says white phosphorus. I don't think I have any. You may place smoke adjacent to any unbroken American squad. If you do, each player must break one of their own units. Unfortunately, I don't have one anywhere. I could place smoke someplace. Actually, I do. I'm going to put smoke here. Well, we're not seeing anything out of that hex. Okay. So you're rolling against a 16 in those foxholes there.
Yep.
So I think
we
you're
are
at 12 and 11.
So here's 12. He is okay. And 11, he's okay.
All right, now the machine gun will hit, so it's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 plus 8 is 18,
And that's minus the wheat.
and it's a 17.
17. Okay. Yeah.
Old habits die hard.
I've taken all that wheat. All right. 11 and.
17 with a sniper, though. I got
Oh,
a
yeah. Sweet.
sniper in hex. Ooh,
You wish to
close.
break your own, perhaps?
Yeah, thinking about it.
Mm. All right. So 11 and 10. 11 plus. He is good with an event. All right. Your planes go away. Hooray.
Go away forever or just go
For
away?
forever. Yes. I have.
Why, is that the second interdiction
That
I
was
thought we had?
that was the first one. But anytime I get an interdiction, it cancels your air speeder already.
No.
Yes.
No.
Oh yes. Yes.
Well, what good is having air support if you can't use it?
That's true.
The first German interdiction will flip the air superiority marker to the recall side. Once the American air superiority marker is on the recall side, both American and German interdiction revert their standard rule effects as written. Also, it never goes back. So you only get one shot at it, really. I mean, unless I get some air interdictions first.
Right.
Got it.
Right.
Never
Right.
mind.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I
That was a
mean,
bad
you
one.
potentially you could keep get a whole bunch, and then I never roll an interdiction. But yeah. Yeah.
Right.
So.
Okay, so now you got to do Herzog, right?
So yeah, we'll put him away over there. Yes, Herzog is a 10 plus. And he's
Well, bye.
gone. Bye bye. Oh boy. Let's see what the sniper says. Sniper doesn't help, and Herzog gives you 3 more victory points. I think we may get close to surrender here. I'm losing leaders left and right.
Yeah. Okay, so that was that. So let's get rid of that order. We will play a route order just to get it out of the hand. So it's just on your Fallschirmjäger there. Nothing.
Okay.
And it's back to you. Wow.
All right, I'm going to do an advance order. I'm going
Charge.
to advance the
Gotta
Fallschirmjäger down to
out
there.
of that death hex.
Yes. Next order, I'll do a fire with this weapon team here. They will fire the medium mortar.
This weapon team here will fire the medium
Right
mortar.
here.
Okay.
We're gonna attempt.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna attempt to hit you here.
Oh yeah. We
1,
didn't see
2,
that.
3, 4 away. So I need 5 or better.
Wow.
Come
Denied.
on, Commander. Okay.
Craig says it's going to turn around and go, "Hey, wait a second here.
Yeah.
This is not.
I'm done. Back to you.
This is not what we had originally intended." All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to play a recover order. So we are going to get rid of this suppression marker on this dude. So next order. I don't think I have anything else to. Oh, I can get rid of the suppression on this other leader here. The next order will be a fire order. We'll activate Craighead. So Craighead is going to return the fire at that impervious. It's going to be a 6, 7, 8 roll into your mortar dude. So the roll is an 8 targeting roll, or not just regular roll. And 7 is 15 with an event. Battle hardened, one American unit becomes veteran. We'll throw it on the line squad that just fired. A little late for that, but you never know.
All right. And we are 11 and 11. Okay. So 11 for the squad that's broken. He's okay. And then 11 for the team. He's good with a sniper.
Sniper.
And sniper does not help.
Sniper says nada. All right. So we'll give it back to you for next order.
Do a move order.
Moving. Move out, boys.
I have Pfeiffer activate over here.
Okay.
And have a total of 5 movements, so free. Um,
Can't really see that.
3, boom, and boom.
Okay, so that was
So one free,
one.
free to get there. 3,
Oh, free. I see what you're saying. Okay.
yeah, is
Yep.
my
Yep.
0
Yep.
because I could pick it back up. Yeah, and then 3, 4, 5. Next order, I will play a route on myself.
Okay.
So we got this false familiar here is an 11. Good with an event. Smoke goes away. Hurrah. Next order. Draw back up. It's to you.
All right. We hate to do this, but we got to do something here. So we are going to 1, 2, 3, 4 orders gone. Back to you.
I heard the disparaging remark earlier about me hoarding hidden units. Um, I you wound me, sir, but you are correct.
I know.
And what killed me is twice you're like, I should discard. I'm like, yes, please discard. And you're like, and you've just been managing to do something after another. All right, so let's pull up the German card here. And what do we get? Roll for 1944, 7. I think I've seen this before. So we've got 5. Yeah, this is exactly what I rolled at the beginning. Yeah, I think we'll do the rifle squad. And we're going to bring them in. Anywhere in setup with at least one cover. Oh, well, that's easy. I'll put them there. You have your orders, which must be obeyed at all times. All right. So yeah, we'll give you something to shoot at there. All right. That was playing on your order. It's now
Correct.
my turn. I'm gonna discard and draw back up. That's to you.
We will play an advance on Craighead, and they will just move to there, there.
Okay, we'll play there. You stumbled into some wire.
Okay.
There you go.
Next order, we will play a fire card, and we'll put it back in on that hex there again, like we've been doing all game.
Starting with mortar.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll activate these dudes here first. So the mortar targeting roll, 5, good. 9 plus, 19.
All right. We are on 11 plus breaks.
Plus not enough. And then Craighead will fire in there. It's going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, and that's all. 10 plus, or no, 9 plus because of the hindrance. 16. The event is interrogation. Look at your opponent's hand. You may place one card there in the discard pile. So what you got there for me, my friend?
Not much.
Fan confusion. You can keep that to
Mm-hmm.
the request. None of those are really too terribly good for you.
Mm-mm.
Um,
We don't have much information this time. They don't tell us much.
okay. Let's get rid of your bore sighting then, I guess.
Boo!
Because that's the only card that's remotely useful at the present time, I guess.
That
I mean,
is
route,
true.
I guess, could be useful depending on
Yeah.
the situation. But all right, so you got a 16 you're coming back at with your guy in the
10
thing for.
plus. He's okay.
Okay. So that was that. I don't want to fire anything else. I don't think anything else I can really fire. So we'll do next order. We will do a route on your dudes. So we'll do the guy that I just fired at.
No,
Great.
no, no, please don't throw me into the briar patch.
Yeah, he's out, so we'll have to take that.
All right. I mean, you've got the
Not
card,
worth.
just so if you want
Nope.
to. Okay. All right. So, yeah, go ahead and do that.
So check for zone death, nothing. VP one, you get a VP, smoke marker, nothing. And you're gonna
And
go back a couple hexes.
do. So he will go to there. And then the
And
other
I
one can
gotta
check.
do my deck here. Yeah, okay.
And you got this other one.
And we got the other guy. And he stands firm.
This does. Okay.
And we will be done. So it's up to you, although I think I know what you're doing.
Do you?
I do.
What am I going to do?
I think you're going to get rid of those cards.
I am, but not in the way you might think.
Ooh, all right.
Um,
Oh, yeah, okay. I see what you're going to do. Yeah, maybe.
I will play a route order on myself.
Yep.
So we'll start with the Fallschirmjägers. They're an 11. They're good. And hopefully we've got the opposite now. The rifle is a 7.
Damn.
Whew. All right, that's going to eliminate them.
Yep.
And so let's do this all in steps here. First, we do the time advance. I reset my deck. Unless you'd like me to re-roll it, but you're going to get
Nope.
a
I
net
think we're
1.
good with that one.
Yeah, okay. So 2 draw pile. I will take a victory point. And then any dig-ins?
I do,
Okay.
actually.
All right.
I guess we'll put him there. Oops, not there. I gotta put him on a friendly unit, right? So
Yeah.
Big's in there. I can't put it on where the wire is, right?
No.
That's only that one Japanese scenario when that happens.
Right. Yeah, exactly. All right. So now we're going to have fun with order of operations. I, too, will play a dig-in.
Wait, you gotta take your guy off the.
Yeah.
You gotta take off your guy that
Nope.
routed off the
Nope.
map, right?
Nope. Nope. So we're still in the dig-ins. So I'm going to do order of operations. I'm going to play a dig-in myself. He's going to dig in and then run away. So he digs in. Now I complete the the time trigger, and he goes off map. 1, 2, 3, eliminated. You get your 2 victory points.
Gotcha. Understood.
They had one job to dig before they left. All right, so that was a route on myself. I'm done with all of my cards. Draw back up, and it's to you, sir.
Well. Getting down to the nubbins here. What's the best thing to do? I like the fact that Pfeiffer moved over. That makes a nice little stack, especially that damn heavy. That's very heavy.
Is there something wrong with the gravity in the future?
All right, I'm going to play a move order on my scout. And go 1, 1,
Okay.
3, 2,
All right.
3, 4, 5. So he's done, and we'll call it. You're up.
We'll do a recover. We'll attempt to recover this Fallschirmjäger at 11. He does with an event. Break the unbroken weapon closest to a random hex. The closest weapon to that hex is
Your mortar.
mine own, my precious.
Mine mortar.
All right.
Well, that's unfortunate.
That,
I mean,
it's still in the Cosmoline. It's never been fired.
you know what? It's made by it's an Italian manufacturer, though. If it's anything like those machine guns I had in the ladder game.
But hey, hope springs eternal. He rallies. That's fine. Let's do next order. And we'll do a move order on both of these units. Alright, so first we'll have the weapon team go 1 hex to there. Any reaction?
Mm,
Would you like to take a shot with your medium machine gun?
no.
Okay. Then Pfeiffer and everybody will go into there. And then this Fallschirmjäger here, right here, will go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there.
I can't see any of that.
Correct. I believe he can see. Yes. So he has a shot, just not with the weapon. Obviously.
Um, no, he's good.
Okay. Then we will stop there. Um, I will draw back up and send it to you.
All right. So for our first trick, we are going to play a fire order. The scout will activate both mortars, and he's going to put them in here.
Okay.
So the first one will be the one directly north of him. Hits. Vent his hero. Already got one. So we're at 9. Allied roll is a 10 with sniper. Do you get the cover from that?
I do not, because you're not shooting through it.
Okay. Because you're shooting over it, is that the deal?
Yeah, it's indirect fire. We're going to check on my mortar here with your random hex.
I'm 10. Oh, sorry. My random hex says J6.
And that does fix my mortar.
Could be back in business.
Alright, so that fixes. Alright. And you can break that Fallschirmjäger because it's combat commander, and any glimmer of hope that I get, it just sapped immediately. Alright, deep cleansing breath. Here's an 8, trying to beat a 19. Need some help. Nope. Okay. Well, that is.
What was that?
That's it. That's surrender. You got me.
Oh.
So.
Well, that was just pure luck there at the end with that sniper, Japers Scrapers.
There you go. So you win on that. So now the Americans have taken 2 games of the series. All right. So here are our battle results for Game 2. First of all, congratulations. You have made the Germans surrender.
I stumbled into a victory.
Oh boy. Okay. And I have plenty of things on my mind to talk about for this one, but let's go through the campaign victory steps. I'm doing this all on my side here just so that the folks at home can see. He has not won a campaign victory. He has not completely won 4 games. The spent units are withdrawn from the line, which means that all of our leaders are going to come off. Everybody's going to go into the exhausted pile, all the leaders that we have. And then our command leaders will come back as our default next time. So I will handle all of that offline here, and I'll make notes on that. Campaign position. Ted, with his victory, has now moved a step closer to this. So on the map, he has completed Martinville Ridge, and he has made his way into Martinville itself, and that will be map 43 next time. So I think that one has even more.
Any chance of Bocage being on that map?
I'm guessing. Yeah. Smart money, but with lovely houses too as well. What else we got here? And the campaign position is done. And then, yes, Craig's Head is being promoted to first lieutenant. We will mark that as such. Now you have the option, since I'm already at conscript, to make yours elite for next time if you wish.
I guess I should probably do that.
Yeah, probably seems like the way to do it. And then we will go on, and I will take care of all this and set us up for day 3.
Now, do we have to roll for divisional?
Yes, yeah, we do need to do that. So,
Okay.
So let's. That's our request for units from division here. And that's kind of important. We have the die roller. So I'm gonna do the roll for both of us since we got disconnected here. So here is my roll. Actually, let me reset my deck. Next order, reset everything. I'm going to reset yours as well. Okay, so here is the draw for mine. The way this works is I draw one card, and whatever I get, potentially, if he's available, what I'm looking for is somebody that I don't have already. It's a 5. Let's look at the chart, see what is on 5. Divisional resources for Germany is Enhert, who is in the exhausted pile. So I am getting nothing. All right, so let's do your 2 rolls. You get a 7 and a 10.
7 and a 10, so that's Slingluff
Or
Kraus.
Kraus, right? And
So I get both of those?
No, you can get either or.
So I already have Kraus. Okay,
Right,
so I
so
can get
Slinghoff could come down.
Slinghoff could come down. What was the other roll? I'm sorry.
10, so Bowen.
Bowen. I already got Bowen.
Okay, so Slinghoff is the one that gets added to your pool for next time.
Yep.
Okay, so I will make a note of that here. So that's it. That is. We are ready for the game 3. Let's talk about tonight's scenario. Do you want to start, or do you want me to start?
Well, are you going to rant? Because
am I going to rant?
oh right. I think this is a tough scenario for the Germans because you got to kind of spread out right off the bat. So your force was a little bit smaller than mine, and then you had to split it in 3.
We didn't even do our final objectives to see. It doesn't matter,
Oh,
but
that's
just
true.
yeah. Go ahead and show me yours first.
I'm going to pick up a couple of victory points because I have objective 4,
So
which
you
would
have
be worth
objective
3.
4, which is how many points?
That'd be worth 3.
Okay, so I'm going to add 3 points to you. Not that it matters. And then guess what I had? I had
5.
no, I had objective 4 is worth 6 points total. I had the 4 and the 2, so you get another 6 points. Yeah.
So 4 was worth. Can you? Oh, I can't see.
Yeah,
it.
you can't see.
think I
But yeah, between yours with 3 and then mine with 4 and 2, it was worth a total of 9 points, and we just went from
Oh, both yours were objective 4.
correct, and that's what that.
Oh my God.
That's what the Fallschirmjäger was going to do. Was he was going to make his way down the road.
I see. And I conveniently left a scout there with a hall pass there, saying, whatever.
Back to
I
class.
thought you were just going to go and try and eradicate him. And
Well,
then,
that was the hope, was to keep you thinking about that. If I had an advance, I was going to do that as a matter of course, but I had a move and a recover.
Oh, you were in a tough spot then from the jump because you're on the defense,
Right.
and yet you have to go take something that I hold.
Correct.
Wow, that's
so let's
tough.
let's do our catalog of bad luck tonight. That obviously, I sitting here the whole game, I was like, oh man, 4 is worth 4, great, and then I drew another one. 4 is worth 2 more. Oh no, it's worth 6. He's going to get 6, so I had to keep it over 6, and of course you kept it very, very close. And then even the time advances were not helping me because you were getting some great eliminations. Obviously, you've got you've eliminated 6. 2 of them are brand new leaders that I got, plus my scout. Actually, my command leader, and then Private Herzog, who came in, and then the scout, who was never effective. But yes, when right from the beginning, never had a fire card, never had a recover card. So you poured it on early and often, and I could not do anything to react to it. And that really, I mean, just it made me very sad. And it's hard to adapt when, with 4 cards, you don't want to hold on to that hidden unit, but that's really the only ace I had in the hole there for a minute. And then just constant command confusion, routes. I tried to use them when I could, but I had nothing that I could chain together. I had no fire cards ever when I needed one. Never got to use this beautiful medium mortar that I got at the beginning. Never got to use the scout to call in all the mortars because you always had him broken or suppressed. So good on you for keeping that fire. But man, I questioned when you put that. I was like, oh, if I get the first shot, I get to take a really good shot at you. And you put everybody on action right from the beginning.
Well, it was funny because a few thoughts on that. One is, first thing is, I wanted to keep you from getting that arty because I got a bad taste in my mouth in the last game when you had that, when you were dropping all those pre-registered fires. And I mean, so I wanted to make sure that, if you did take the Artie, you'd have to be on the offensive. Although if you would have known that you had objective 4, you might have taken that deal because that would have worked out well for you. That's why I set up that leader to the northwest of your hex, and I put Cawthorn due north of you. I knew that it was a risky move, but I figured if I get an artillery request, I can probably maybe do something, and if I don't, then Cawthorn has that machine gun plus that. So I figured I had a chance, and the scouts, God love them. They're really powerful in a situation, but they break pretty easy, right? And
Yeah,
I just was fortunate because I got that guy out of there as soon as he was lost. I breathed a sigh of relief because
yeah,
he's the most valuable guy you got. I mean, he can drop three separate fires, and one of them's a 9.
hmm yeah. And that was the plan. He sat there. He had a sight on you. He had the 9 right behind him. Go for it. And I never got to use it. Not one time ever.
Yep. Well, and the other thing it's funny that you said that. The other thing I was going to comment on is the fact that I paid $7 for that, or 7 victory points for that big Artie piece, and I got to use it twice. I mean, we're on turn 5,
Yeah, yeah.
and
You
I
broke
got to drop him
Pfeiffer.
in twice.
You broke Pfeiffer, and you missed once. You broke Pfeiffer, and
So yeah, it was funny because when I was going through the deck early on, I'm like, man, the nice part about having the Artie is all those artillery requests become useful cards, and if you're not, then they're just dead cards in your hand, right?
yeah.
So,
The other thing, I at one point I had the hidden pillbox. Well, actually I
oh,
had hidden entrenchments. I had a lot of artillery request cards, as you can tell. But right now, I am holding the hidden pillbox. So the goal was to race up here, take some fire, and then
well,
put the hidden
dig in,
pillbox into
boys.
four in at number 4, right, and hold it. But time got away, and
Well,
obviously the
and I
surrender.
wasn't sure if you were moving out because of desperation, because I was planning on running Lucas down to go grab objective 5 just on the. I mean, because that can be worth big things too. But I was like, yeah,
Exactly.
you probably didn't abandon if. I mean,
Right.
you might have left somebody back if it would have been
Right.
that. But
Yeah. Well, that was just a matter of I need command ability over there to make up for the loss of that, and I wanted to build a big kill stack here to just shoot at whoever was coming down around that flank, and I was just hoping that I could just get a couple of kills just to hold off, but that surrender came too fast. So,
yep, yep.
but this was great. I mean, it sucked for me, but it was still great. Still a great game. Congratulations. I
So
mean,
we
you,
have
yeah,
combat commander. Yep.
everything can and will, and it did. Uh, so
Well,
I'm
and
hoping that beyond hope that you don't get a 4 game sweep. That would make me very very sad. But
well, and even on that last move, the bold daring move when you took that guy out, ran across the mortars like, I'm sorry, the scouts calling in for dear life, going, "Oh my God, there's a squad coming at me!
right,
Somebody do something!"
right,
So,
yeah, yeah. My goal is to just get us back to the bocage, the thick bocage maze one time, just one time. Uh, I'm not saying it's impossible, but you're at 2 games right now, so I gotta start
well, and
winning.
we had talked about this after game 1 too, is the fact that it does seem like it starts to snowball a little bit, right? So you were down to a conscript, and you only got one roll that you didn't get. In this next game, you only have the one squad or the one platoon you can choose from, and I'm up one on elite, and you're down one on conscript. So it just seems like it
Yeah,
starts to
I
snowball,
really
right?
need some
So
help, and I mean, I'm just not. Everything that can and will go wrong is going wrong for me, and you're getting some really nice fire attacks too. So you're keeping the pressure on, and then it's just like, oh, and that unit breaks. Oh, and that unit's suppressed. Oh, and that's. I mean, at one point I had 8 suppressions and broken units out there, and nary a recover card at all. And
I
that's
do think I do think you did a good job with your wire, especially on the right hand side of the board. It's not an easy way. I mean, I could potentially get in there with smoke or something, but that's not an easy hex to get to the way you've got that wire set up there too.
yeah,
And because I was zigzagging back and forth there, and plus with Pfeiffer and that heavy in that unit there, we are getting the heck out of dot. I mean, that guy in this foxholes on the right there, he's leaving that hex
yeah,
because
yeah.
he's
Uh,
gonna die there.
I was kicking myself when you set up here. I really should have put my other wire
Due
rather than
north of
putting
that.
it up there right in front of it, just to check that in case you came through the hedge, crossing the
Well,
field.
my initial plan was that I was going to try and suppress those guys in that victory hex,
Hmm.
and then I was going to run the other leader down there because I put
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
the engineers there with
yep.
a
That.
team.
I mean, that was the one shining moment of luck that I had was the KIA.
Yeah, well, and the other thing is, well, the other problem is I replaced that guy with another squad, but I couldn't get. I'm not with the Americans. I'm not going into that hex adjacent to you unless I've got an advance to get out of there. And Americans don't have a lot of advances,
Right.
right? So
Right.
I'm like, I'm not going that dust. I mean, I'll just die there. So yeah,
Exactly. Well, it is.
great game.
Thank you. It was a lot of fun, but morale checks are getting hard here for me. But luckily we've got day three, and then we have a day of rest. Oh,
Fortunately, you're a veteran status, so you've already got that +1 on your
that's true.
whatever.
That's
So,
true. I need
oh,
to dig a foxhole or something. Well, Ted, have a great night. Everybody that's watching this, thank you so much for joining us for game two here. Take a moment, please, and click that like and subscribe if you're new to the channel and you've not heard me ask you this before. Please, that really helps with the YouTube algorithm. It tells them that you like what I'm putting out. So please, but more than anything, go ahead and chime in with the comments section below. That's where we get to interact with you. Hopefully, Ted, you're checking in on this because if they have stuff that we can both discuss things with you. So feel free. Also, I'm showing you our current monetary supporters. So thank you everybody who kicks in a couple of bucks here and there on the coffee app. It's not expected, but certainly appreciated, and it does go for good incidental expenses to run this little channel of mine. Other than that, Ted, we will get together probably next week, I'm guessing, and we will go on to July the 9th.
look forward to it.
Yes, sir, and have a great week.
All right, good night, everybody.